was the same. Like I had another idea about China, and then once I arrived, like my mind will just change, and I was just coming for 1 year and then going back home. And I'm here after 7 years. Yeah.
Briefly introduce yourself, your name, and where you from, how long you been in China?
Raimundo from Chile, South America.
Oh, how long you been here?
In Beijing, almost 7 years.
Almost 7 years.
Yeah.
And what do you do in China?
I came first for study Chinese, just 1 year, and then I decided to study my bachelor. So I'm finishing my bachelor this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Johnson, and I'm from Malaysia, and currently studying in Tsinghua University.
All right.
I'm Timon, I'm from Germany, and I'm also in Tsinghua.
My name is Stefania, and I'm from Russia, and I've been in China already for 8 years.
8 years, and what do you do in China?
I'm studying here, and my parents working here.
What do you study in China?
I'm still at school, high school, and just an international school. So maybe I'm gonna stay here for college, I don't know.
You study, what do you study?
Mechanical engineering.
Okay.
Same, mechanical.
So why did you decide to study in China, not in your home country?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I thought I wanted to learn Chinese, that's the main reason probably.
Okay.
And then China is a very interesting country and there's lots to learn. And it's like you get a new culture, that's also a great thing.
I mean, obviously China is really good in like technology. Like you can see the advancements in the past few years. So I feel like it would be a really good opportunity for me to study in one of the top universities here. Yeah, that's why I chose.
How is it like being an international student in China?
It's cool. I like it. You have a lot of first opportunities, a lot of places to travel. People is really nice, and like they always like will welcome you. You have every problem, travel, they will help you. So I never feel like alone, or I like to feel like lawai, you know,
Lawai, right.
like foreigner. But at the same time, you feel like it's home.
It's well, it's definitely different from being an international in another country, I would say, because I mean, being an international in China is like a special thing because you just, I mean, for me, I just look very different, and so you see who is an international, who is not. But in general, like the people treat you very nice, and also the teachers are nice to me, and it's a nice experience. And I would say the courses are also not too bad. Yeah.
I think my case is a bit different from him because I look like Chinese and I speak really good Chinese.
Right.
So they don't really know I'm international students. I get sort of like the fair treating. So I would say studying here is pretty challenging, right? The courses are quite tough.
Yes.
But then at the same time we get to like enjoy a lot more resources than what I would in my country. So I feel like it's a fair trade, right? You get something good, and then of course there's something like the course are too hard for it. Like it comes with it, yeah.
How is it like being in an international school in China?
It's actually pretty cool. I really like it. It's kind of, freedom than in my own country. It's more pros than cons here.
Yeah.
What are some of the advantages of studying in China as an international student?
Like I say, the opportunities, I think, and they will be like, assure you that you will have opportunities. Not for sure, but you will have opportunities. And so you can speak a little bit Chinese, you can communicate with people, know more about the country, and yeah.
What are some of the pros of studying in China as an international student?
Teachers kind of give us the free, and they feel like we are some kind of humans that they have to have care of. They're not like a teacher, they're like a family for us. So the teacher, like when you're sick, they're asking you, how are you and how are you doing? And they actually helping you with the homework. Then, for example, in Russia, they just give you your homework and you do it at home, and that's all.
The challenges that international students go through in China?
Not just students, maybe because you are a foreigner. Some people, I feel, people that feel like racist a little bit. But overall, I think there is more good things than bad things. Sometimes disadvantage could be like you have sometimes privilege about Chinese, but sometimes like because of talking about the law, you have so many privilege as a foreigner.
So what are some of the privileges you have enjoyed personally as
a
foreigner here?
For example, you go to a club, let's talk about like a normal thing. Daily thing. You go to a club, you don't have to pay entrance sometimes.
Yeah.
Or you get free drinks.
You get free drinks,
yeah.
every night, right? What are some of the cons of studying in China as an international student?
Maybe that's like too much work. And for example, in my school, we are like one class is 1 hour, and we have only 20 minutes for free time, and it's kind of not enough. But everything else is okay for me.
If someone is coming to China to study, just like you guys, what should the person know before coming?
A little Chinese is not bad. And then just, I don't know, be open to the Chinese. Choose a good university, that's also important. Like look at your major, look what you have to do. And then, yeah, I don't know, just enjoy.
I think knowing some degree of Chinese would be helpful, and just have like the mindset ready. Like it's gonna be really, it's gonna be quite tough here, and the competition here is really hard as well. So just be ready, but then enjoy as well. I feel like it would be a really good experience if you really
prepare about first what you want to do, what you want to study. What's your goal first? Depending what's your goal, then search about that. For example, if you want to study Chinese, which one is the best university for that? Study a little bit of Chinese, maybe basic things, so you can survive. And yeah, and then once you're here, you will know the real China, how it is. Because when I came, was the same. Like I had another idea about China, and then once I arrived, like my mind will just change. And I was just coming for 1 year and then going back home. And I'm here after 7 years. Yeah.
So you were coming to China to study for 1 year, and now you're here for 7 years.
Yes, I never expected to be here that long, to be honest. Yeah.
If someone is coming to China to be a student, an international student, what should the person prepare before coming here?
I think you should learn a little bit of Chinese. Just like, you don't have to be fluent in Chinese, just a little bit to say ni hao or what's your name. Doesn't matter. And I think you should have a really good math for a Chinese school. That's all.
In your opinion, do you think that China is a good destination for international students?
Yeah, definitely. I would say it's challenging academically, but it's also very rewarding if you go around and enjoy the culture and see new things every day.
Yeah, for me, yes as well. Because like I said, the resources that you get to enjoy is really, you can't really get there anywhere else.
Yeah, definitely. It's the first is super safe. I feel super safe. The education, at least what I can say, what I study in my university is pretty good. I'm studying BLCU, which is the best one for learning Chinese. And yeah, so if you come to study, for example, Chinese language, it's the best option.
I mean, is it expensive to study in China as an international student?
No. I mean, for what I would like coming from Europe, it's pretty cheap, like the living costs in general. And then there are many scholarship opportunities. So if you get a scholarship, it's very cheap because you don't have to pay. Like a lot of it gets covered by the scholarship, and then it's very cheap. So if you get that, it's pretty cheap.
No, because the tuition fee is pretty cheap. And then as for living expenses wise, if you eat outside the school, then of course it's going to be pretty expensive. But the food in the canteen is pretty cheap. So yeah, overall it's okay, I think.
Yeah?
Compared to my country, is cheaper.
It's cheaper here than Chile.
Average is like a half cheaper. Yeah.
Are you on Chinese government scholarship?
No. Now it's pretty difficult for us to get a scholarship because we just have per year maybe
15,000.
No, just 15 scholarship for everything. 15 people per year.
Per year from your country?
Yeah.
So averagely, how much do you guys spend a year living in China? In renminbi?
Like just what I have a scholarship, so I don't pay the tuition fee.
So what is the average money you spend a year in China?
A year
in Beijing?
In Beijing, I don't know. I spend probably like about 2,000 to 3,000 per month, which is then what's the math?
12. Okay.
24. 36,000.
Okay.
So that's a big range. I don't know. I never counted. So, but about in that range.
I think somewhere around 25 to 30 as well, because I have scholarship as well. I don't have to pay tuition fee. So like just spending on myself around 25 to 30K per year.
It's in RMB. It's 20,300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is a half of us in Chile. Like
Chile.
an average bachelor degree, which I'm doing, it's a half.
So living here for 7 years, if you are to describe your experiences in China in one word, what are you going to say?
Just amazing.
Amazing.
The best.
The best. All right, thank you so much, man.
You so
I
much,
appreciate the time.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for talking to me, man. I appreciate the time. Can we
you.
get? All right. Thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Have a good time.